The following program contains mature subject matter not suitable for young viewers and images of an actual surgical procedure that may be graphic and disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dog is man's best friend, but what happens if they snap? For Pennelope, family pets quickly turned into deadly killers and left her nearly eaten alive.
I used to be positive, a go-getter, had a lot of friends, but everything changed on December 27th. I am no longer that person. I was home alone with my fiance's two Rottweilers. That morning, I was talking to my fiance on the phone, and he asked me if I could go out and take a picture of the animal. The dogs had killed that night. I paused a little bit. I just had this unusual fear. I had been around the animals before, but they were always in his presence. I stepped outside and I could hear the dogs coming. They ran up. I put my arms down so they could smell me to know who I was. And as soon as I let my arms down, the first dog bit me in my crotch. I went into shock. After he bit me, he just charged me. The phone flew out my hand. I just remember them both attacking me. I could hear my bones crunching, and I could see my blood running down their mouths. The dogs basically ripped both arms apart. They bit me in my crotch, my anus, they bit me in my skull, my breast, even my foot. It's like being eaten alive, like I was a piece of food. And I just remember in my mind going, is this how am I gonna die? My boyfriend got back to the house. He came out with a revolver. The last thing I remember, he shot both the dogs. Almost 2 months later, I woke up in the hospital.
Her flesh was torn head to toe. It was obvious it's very painful for them to even change the bandages. The nurses were crying. You know, that's...
My whole life changed. I had to learn how to do everything. How to feed myself, how to walk, how to use my left arm instead of my right arm. I don't work anymore. I'm completely disabled now. When I look at myself every day, I feel like I'm this damaged looking person. I am reliving the attack every day.
Now she's a hermit. She's afraid of everything. I want my mom back.
I just feel like I get by, and that's not living to me.
Pennelope and her daughter Jeanette join us now, and thank you both for being here. And Pennelope, I think watching that video, not a person at home or in the audience couldn't put themselves in your shoes, and that lasted 15 minutes, but the aftermath of it,
yes.
How has it changed who you are?
It's almost 2 years, and I just have a hard time just going outside. It's hard for me, or it was for me. Of 2 years almost of being totally afraid of everything and everybody.
How does it feel being here today and having your arms exposed and everyone able to see your injuries?
This is my first time showing my scars to someone outside of my family or at a doctor's office. I don't want to be in fear anymore.
What are you the most scared of?
Aggressive dogs.
As I was reading about your story, you talked about shutting out all the people that cared about you and that you cared about. And Jeanette,
Yeah.
you felt like you lost your mom?
Absolutely. My mom was invincible. Like, you couldn't stop her from doing anything. And she was funny and just would laugh from her gut every day, all day.
My daughters used to they would say, "Mom, don't laugh," because you bring it, I would have this, I remember myself as having this full-bellied laugh all the time, and to the point where I would embarrass them.
Yes, it was embarrassing.